I do need to point out it's not I kissed Pat Sharp, it is I dissed, as in how to go at him, okay? So, you know. Well, I've got a little skit on Katy Perry to play you. Apparently this is typically topical, and it's only just been done because this is what's in the papers today. Katy Perry is apparently likes the ladies, indulging in her second most favourite female activity, which is diving headfirst into a huge slice of cake. Katy Perry's messy MTV performance.
That Katy Perry is a wild one, Zippy. Did you see the pictures of her diving into a great big cake? It was during her performance on the MTV Latin America Awards.
Would you be referring to that singer who's always raving on about kissing girls? I don't know what all the fuss is about, George. I kissed a girl only yesterday, and I also liked it very much.
And did she like it, Zippy?
Unfortunately for me, my pink-hippopotamus pal, she most certainly did not. And now she's suing me for sexual harassment.
Well, perhaps you should have asked her first, Zippy.
Now, there was going to be a show in Cambridge, variety-type show with Coolio and Peter Andre, set up by David Gest.
Yeah, what's happened about that?
David Gest fell over or something and did some mad dance.
Oh, yes, Tom and Emma were talking about this on the showground this morning.
Yeah. So now it's been cancelled.
Oh, I see that David Gest has had to cancel his UK tour, Zippy.
Has he indeed, George? Well, why on earth is that, my pinkest of puppet pals?
Well, apparently, Zippy, he almost broke his leg doing a quadruple backflip in rehearsals for his Z-List variety show.
It's just a shame it was only a rehearsal, George. A lot of people would pay good money to see him hurt himself.
Just imagine how many tickets they would sell if they had him land on top of Peter Andre at the same time, Zippy.
Now, I know David lives in Cambridge, but I know he's got a good sense of humour. As for Peter Andre, well, you know, who cares? The thefts from, was it Buckingham Palace? And a few bits and bobs got nicked the other day, which is a shame, I think.
I must say you look very dapper in that LA Galaxy football shirt, my pink puppet pal. Hold on a minute. Isn't that the one that David Beckham's just had stolen, George?
Oh, well, I bought it fair and square off eBay, Zippy. It cost me over £15,000.
That's a ridiculous amount to pay for a bit of celebrity memorabilia, George. Did you see any other Beckham-related items listed?
Just a signed copy of Victoria's CD, Zippy.
And how much did that cost, George?
Well, nothing yet, Zippy. It's been relisted because it still hasn't made the reserve price of 37 pence.
So what do you think about this Guy Ritchie 40th birthday? It's in a pub, apparently.
All right, what, in London?
It's quite a posh pub.
There were no lavish gifts for Guy Ritchie's 40th birthday party, just Guy pie. No Cristal champagne, no lavish decorations.
But I thought it was the Punch Bowl in Mayfair. Is that where it was?
Punch Bowl, yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty swanky restaurant, not a pub, so I don't quite understand it. And I mean, I believe there were A-listers at the party, yeah?
Yeah, I think there were.
Yeah, well, let's see, shall we?
I see Guy Ritchie held his 40th birthday party in Mayfair this week. With a select few top celebrities, George.
Well, was there anybody there that we would know, Zippy?
As well as Madonna and David Gest, Pat Sharp was actually there too, George.
Is Pat Sharp still on the A-list, Zippy?
The A-list? Patman wasn't even on the guest list, my pinkly naive amphibious pal. He was there to do the disco. Apparently Guy Ritchie loves all those old cheesy anthems, George.
Oh, me too, Zippy. Woo woo!
Now, have we done everything we should have done today? I haven't mentioned about the Damien Hirst auction. Have you heard about this?
It rings a bell. Tell me.
Yeah, basically 70 million quid in the first day of his auction. This is Damien Hirst, you know, the controversial modernist art-making type person. Yeah, 70 million just on the first day. So I have something for you. £70 million profit.
100 billion.
I've just read in the papers that Damien Hirst has just made over £70 million, Zippy. And that was just the first day of auctioning off his pieces of art.
Huh. Well, I would hardly call encasing stuffed animals in plastic art, you silly pinker-potter-mouse. Next, you'll be telling me that Pat Sharp is an artist just because he paints musical pictures with his records, George.
Well, I suppose he does, Zippy. It's just a shame that the Pat Man is so badly coloured in, though.
Precisely, George. I mean, what kind of a colour is orange for skin, anyway?
Yeah, you like that, do you? That's a bit harsh. I'm not orange.
You got that one right.
Actually, Zippy is orange, isn't he, anyway?
He's obviously seen you recently, hasn't he?
No, not at all. I had a little bit of a tan from this summer when we had some nice weather, but I'm not orange.
When was that then? I missed that.
I went abroad at the weekends.
Yeah, so you're a little bit orange, maybe.
I went abroad at the weekends, and Greg Martin, who's on before me, is abroad at the weekends. Well, that's another story. If you are watching telly later on and you go for X Factor or you go for Strictly Come Dancing, pays your money, takes your choice. Just remember one thing. Certain people say Brucey is getting too old for the job.
Oh, isn't it disgraceful the way some viewers have called for Bruce Forsyth to retire from Strictly Come Dancing? It's outrageous, Zippy. He's a show business legend.
I suppose it's because he keeps making silly mistakes on air, George. Mind you, he is nowhere near retirement age.
What? But he's 80-year-old, Zippy.
Precisely, you pink nincompoop. That is nowhere near the age of 65. He should have given up 15 years ago and let some young up-and-coming entertainer like Des O'Connor take over.
Ooh, it's Saturday again, Zippy. That means X Factor will be on again tonight with my favourite Cheryl Cole.
But I think you'll find that young Miss Cole is not quite as popular with the fans as you think, George. Simon Cowell is now threatening to sack her.
But why ever not, Zippy? She's incredibly pretty.
True enough, George, but apparently viewers are getting fed up of how she bursts into tears at the drop of a hat.
Yes, but some of the contestants do have terribly sad stories to tell, Zippy. One of them even had to sing with a broken fingernail last week.
Oh, stop it, will you, George? You've started me off now.
Did you go to Amy Winehouse's 25th birthday party yesterday?
No, I couldn't make it.
Well, neither could she.
What was she doing?
I don't know. She said she wouldn't want to go. She's too ugly. Didn't you read in the papers?
No.
It said she didn't want to go to her own birthday party because she felt too ugly.
Well, if the cat fits, you know, I've got to say, she's obviously been looking in the mirror.
Ooh, it's such a shame about young Amy Winehouse deciding not to attend her own 25th birthday bash, Zippy.
Well, why on earth not, George? I love a good knees up my palest of pink pals.
Well, apparently, Zippy, she just felt she was way too ugly to turn up in front of her guests.
Oh, that's just ridiculous, George. If that was the case, Pat Sharp would have missed all 60 of his birthday parties.
That's very true, Zippy.
You think they're maybe getting my age wrong on these things?
Yeah, it's at least 65, surely.
That'll be all right. I hear you like an older man.
Sometimes.
Cup of tea and an older man.
Oh, yeah.